Hey guys, I received an email from Dan and he wanted me to walk through how do compression socks work. When you look at high quality compression socks, and there's lots of different sizes now, you have the original ones that go essentially from below your knee down to the top of your ankle. You see these quite often, and ironically they started in the elderly community for those that are bedridden or in wheelchairs that don't get a chance to get up and walk around very much. The reason why the elderly people are put in these compression socks is because when you walk and your foot toes off, believe it or not, that becomes part of the pump in the lower leg that brings the unoxygenated blood back up to the heart. Well, obviously, if you're bedridden or you're put into a wheelchair and you don't get that calf to activate, the circulation is reduced. Whether you're an elderly person or whether you're a young person, whether you're relatively sedentary or you're an athlete, compression socks can benefit all of us. Stop and think about when you're standing upright, your heart has to offset gravity to bring unoxygenated blood back to the heart so it can be rejuvenated with fresh oxygen and nutrients before it gets distributed through the arteries back out of the heart. So compression socks, if you look at the science behind them, you'll notice that they have all kinds of small elements interwoven into the material that has been scientifically proven to increase circulation. If you look at the endurance world, triathletes and runners, you'll notice that they actually race with them because there's all kinds of scientific evidence that it does improve circulation. It will add more oxygen to the blood because the heart's having to work not nearly as hard. If it doesn't have to work hard, that means you have a relatively lower heart rate. So put those together. The heart has to work a little less. That means a lower heart rate. That means you can go faster, longer without running out of oxygen and getting tired. They start to compound benefit one another. Now for some sports it's not realistic because of heat related issues. And as I started at the beginning of the video, they used to be just from the knee down to the ankle. Now you can get them all the way up and over the hips, just like a pair of like running tights. They all work extremely well. They play a significant role in recovery, and I would encourage you to have a set. I'll do a separate video on traveling and using compression socks, but the question came in, how do they work? That's how they work. There's a science that's interwoven into the materials to bring it's what we call venous blood flow, the unoxygenated blood. That's why it's blue. If you flip your arm over, you'll see that your veins are blue. It represents unoxygenated blood. So compression socks bring unoxygenated blood back to the heart a little bit easier, improves circulation, and if you're using it during an athletic activity, it will lower the heart rate slightly. As always, great questions. I hope that clarifies what is a compression sock, how do they get started, and how do they work. If you happen to have a question such as this, it could be relevant to anything that you have a question on, or maybe something that you're trying to solve the mystery to. Me and my team would be happy to help. Send us an email, contact@coachrobb.com. Every day we're releasing a new video here on Coach Robb Beam's YouTube channel. I want to encourage you to please subscribe and turn on your notifications. We're going to put it out every morning. Thank you for your time today, and we look forward to seeing you tomorrow.